That either came out really cool or like the fucking lamest thing ever. Anyway, I was recently reading a book which you may have heard of. The book is called The 4-Hour Workweek, and I've almost got to the end of it now. I'm just reading the last few pages, and these last few pages have been pretty much different case studies about people who have read the book and have kind of followed the advice or some of the advice that the book has. Now, this book, I'm not gonna make a full video about the book. I might do in the future, but not now. I'm not even looking to apply the principles of the book in this video. But the reason I've brought it up is that while I'm reading these case studies of people who've flown abroad and have managed to double, triple their income just by outsourcing everything they do and making money online, some of them still working for the same people they were working for when it was still a 9 to 5. And suddenly a thought just popped up in my head, and I asked myself, what can I do each day to make that day more fun? Now, I'm currently a student, so it's hard for me to immediately apply all of the principles. I've still taken a couple of stuff into account, especially regarding work, like how to complete work which is purposeful, isn't just useless. So trying to figure out what the most important things are, stuff like that. But stuff which is, for example, related to just leaving your job or doing your job away and still getting paid, I can't do that to an extent. I could maybe take a day off and do all the work here at home, but I wouldn't be doing well with my attendance at college. Anyway, the main point was this. This thought came up in my head and I started journaling about it. I've got my journal here on the table. I've started journaling on possible things that I could do each day to make it more fun. And I've even put some stuff in my calendar. And yes, so the first thing I wrote down, the first thing which came to mind was actually quite interesting. It was to climb a tree. Now, this is never something I did that much. I remember when I was younger, I used to climb this tree I had in my garden because it had lemons in it, and I used to get lemons from my mother. But that was pretty much it. I was never that big of a tree climber. However, recently I've kind of gotten back into it. I have this tree which is near to where I live, and it's a 15-minute walk, and I climb that tree every now and then, and I even gave it a name. And I love, every time I go there, I come across a group of like GCSE kids who think they're roadmen, and they're vaping, thinking they're cool, and I'm just there chilling on a tree. So yeah, that's definitely quite funny. So I've decided that from now on, even when I'm at college, I'll just, every time I have a free, I'll just go and climb a tree if I have the time. Another thing is quite easy to meet new people. Now, it is kind of weird to just walk around and speak to people at random if there's no reason behind it, especially if it's like a college environment. But in that case, you just need to be opportunistic. If there's a moment where you can speak, you can meet someone new, and it wouldn't feel like awkward or forced, definitely go ahead. If not, if you just like forcing it that way and not making it weird, go ahead, go and do that. And another final thing I wrote down was to explore something new outside of college, so like within the area. And this is something which obviously was easier to do when I first joined. So all of these things were like maybe not climb a tree, but like meeting new people and seeing new places. That's obviously something which I did a lot of last year when I first joined college, but now it's kind of harder to do so because I know the area much better, so it will push me further and find stuff which is even further away. It will take me more time, but it's still definitely going to be fun. So I think that's just the main purpose of the video. I just felt inspired to make a video about that. And hopefully you've been inspired to maybe do the same, to make your current daily routine more interesting. So yes, keep a strong mind and stay like a lion. Mwah.